Hey everybody, it's Sam Utari here, and welcome to part 9 of the Guild Wars playthrough series. Now, I know that I said that I was going to have this up on, Sunday, and now it's up on, a Tuesday, and I do apologize. It's just that something came up, and I ended up rushing off to, Vilsec to see my certain someone, and big long situation, too much drama. You probably don't want to get involved in it. So anyways, as I said, we are returning to the Catacombs. We have the Power of Blood, Charr in the Catacombs, and Oberan the Reviled will actually have a quest for us as well. So there will be 3 different quests that we're going to cover today while we are doing the Guild Wars playthrough. Now, obviously, for Charr in the Catacombs, we first have to talk to Brother Menlo. Charr in the Catacombs. A Charr Ranger south of the wall. Rurik is right to be worried. I have seen nothing, but perhaps Mistress Mune can offer you some assistance. She is much more familiar with the catacombs than I. Well, duh, you're a monk, and you don't go in the catacombs. You send your dudes to do it for you. So something really interesting, actually, after I did the last playthrough, I decided that I was going to look up the history of the Guild Wars gods, because I know a little bit about them, but I don't really know much. And so I looked up, the Legend of Grenth, which is the main necromancer god or whatever. That shit's, really interesting. So if you're, all into, Tyrion lore and whatnot, you should check that out on the Guild Wars wiki. Charr in the Catacombs. Rurik is wise to suspect the Charr of moving through the catacombs. They are fraught with much danger, but if you were familiar with them, they could easily lead you to almost any region in Ascalon. Seek out my associate, Oberan the Reviled. He makes his home deep in the catacombs, and will know if any Charr have ventured there. So, okay, so we have 2 ways of getting to Oberan. The way that's most likely used is usually going just forward through the catacombs. I hate getting to Oberan when I don't have monk skills, because obviously holy powers do come in handy in the catacombs. But since I don't have my monk skills, and I'm lagging and running into the wall like an idiot, since I don't have my monk skills, we're just gonna have to do it this way. Wah. But now I have my pet, so... Okay, so this way is the deadly water stuff. Yeah. So here's the deadly water stuff. And hopefully we're able to go this way? I don't think we can. Or can we? I might have wanted to go the other way. Sorry if you keep hearing a beeping, it's just my best friend just bought Pokemon, the new game. I don't know what version she got. And she's kind of not really rubbing it in my face, but she's kind of like, oh my god, I'm so sorry I bought it, because I know you can't get it until Christmas. I am really pissed, you guys. I cannot get Y version until Christmas because of the situation I'm in. It's all very complicated, and it makes me sad. Walking through the catacombs. I don't hate the catacombs. A part of me does, but a part of me doesn't. I don't necessarily hate the catacombs as much as they just annoy me, because there's just so many sections to them. And the thing is even during my catacombs run, I totally forgot about the Charr in the Catacombs quest, and then when I figured out that I had it, I remembered that we had the blood mission and everything else, and then once I figured out that all of that had gone on, I kind of slapped myself in the face for actually even making the Catacombs run video, because I'm like, well, we're just going to be going back, and you'll see a majority of the areas. Even still, I think that the Catacombs run video was pretty cool. It was just kind of a filler thing, a fun thing to do, and whatever. But, okay, that's a dead end, which means we have to go this way. Plus, in the Catacombs run, you didn't even see this section, because I refused to go into it, because I would have to go, all the way around to the beginning in order to go into it, and I decided I really didn't feel like it. Okay, so this is the hallway that leads us into the fucking hallway of death. Remember, after this, we're gonna be in the Catacombs for a while, because we still have that other quest too. 4 piles of glittering dust. Stop hitting me. I'm trying to remember. Pet Teemo. I don't think you can change your pet settings. Not like you can in Guild Wars 2. That's another thing about the pets, I don't really know how to explain it. Like, you have control over your pets, but probably not as much as you should have. In Guild Wars 2, you can decide whether you want them to always be on the defense, if you want them to attack things that attack you, and etc. But yeah, here in Guild Wars 2, you don't really have that much control over your pet, because I can go to my skills, but I can't go to my actual pet's skills. I probably could, but I don't really know how, so I'm not even gonna try. Oh, just kill him already. But yeah, so I'm not really having the best of weeks, you guys. I'll admit it. I don't really like spreading my personal junk wherever, but I mean, nobody watches these things really, so I feel like I'm free to just kind of say whatever. But I know I've mentioned that I have a girlfriend before, and the thing is, like, I guess we're kind of together, but we're not really together, but she is the one I love, and all that junk. And I went to go see her this weekend, kind of ran to her in a mad fit, because, I don't know, living in Germany and whatnot has been great and stuff, but I miss her a lot, because she's like 3 hours away. So I had to go and run to her, and I didn't really think about my videos much, because no one watches them, no one's interested in them, except for me. No, actually, it's just, I've actually been sick, so, if you can't tell, I'm kind of chewing gum right now, which is pretty rude, and probably sounds pretty damn disgusting, but it's delicious. I love chewing gum. Now I'm just trying to find something to say, because, like, really, killing these things is not the most interesting thing in the world. So I changed my computer settings, because the reason why a lot of my videos weren't uploading was because in between the middle of the upload, what would happen was my computer would go to sleep, and when it would go to sleep, it would interrupt the upload, and then the upload would have to start from, like, the very beginning. So something that would have taken me only, like, maybe 2 hours, even with my computer, like, blasting out hot air because it was overheated, something that would have only taken me 2 hours ended up taking me, like 2 days to get it done, because I'm always working, so I never have the time to really, yeah. Stop attacking me. So I never really have the time in itself to really, keep my laptop up and going. So, life siphon. Mine. Thank you. I remember when I first went into the Catacombs was whenever I started playing Guild Wars, like, I want to do an episode where I kind of show you guys the character I first created. Like, I'm tempted just to buy another character slot eventually, just so that I can show you guys the type of character I created. Because she was an elementalist necromancer, and in tribute to her, that first character, I ended up making a second character that was a necromancer elementalist. And I will tell you, like, I love the character, like, that I created. Not the first one, but the second one that I made in tribute to the first one. And I love her to death as a character, like as a character I actually write about. She's really fascinating. But as far as, like, everything else, like, I don't know, I don't like the mixture of 2 spellcasters mixed into one. I always need something physical to back it up. And if you back up a spellcaster with a warrior's crap, like their skill set, you're basically dooming yourself. I'm not even gonna lie. You're basically dooming yourself, because in order to use the warrior skills, you have to have a warrior weapon equipped. In order to use a warrior weapon, you have to be on the front lines. And if you send a spellcaster to the front lines, you are just crazy. So obviously we're getting close, because here's Oberan. He puts us in that little ring of death that we have to go around all nice and neat before we can get to him. So obviously, this is one of those things where I don't know if I've told you before, but going into the Catacombs, like, you want to try to avoid those as some of the last quests that you do. And the reason why is because, if you haven't noticed, there are just so many monsters, and the thing is it does not matter what level you are. Like, in the beginning, you're always going to be some low level. Like, if you're a low level and you're, like, seriously trying to tackle the Catacombs and you don't have a fire imp, or you don't have some sort of pet or whatever, I remember going in here as, as my Mesmer, and she was a Mesmer warrior, So going in as my Mesmer was a huge freaking mistake in itself. I just wasted a life upon. I'm gonna try this one. +4 regeneration, blood renewal. Give me your health. Man, give me more of your health. And give me more of your health. As soon as this works. Now give me more of your health. Thank you. Inventory full. Inventory, I can't pick that up either because the inventory's full. Which means I can't salvage items because the inventory's full. And I don't have a salvage kit, so okay. I need to at least take away one item because I need room for the Charr thing that Oberon's gonna give me. Shit. And then there's more of them. I'm gonna do this. Go on. Kill him. Thank you. And then I can't pick up items unless they're like gold or skeletal limbs. Oh shit. Okay, so you see how this guy's glowing? Right? And he's called a Skull Reaver. Basically, when something's glowing, the color of their glow determines what class they are. This guy, he's glowing golden. Okay, so he was glowing golden, which means that he is actually a warrior class. This will come in handy later, but anything that glows is basically an elite enemy. And I've shown you glowing things before, whenever I showed you the green glowing Charr. Now, notice when we kill him, we got a +2%. This is morale. Okay, and you gain morale by defeating glowing people and by defeating bosses, or just by killing enough people that sometimes you get morale, it just depends. But usually it's just by killing glowing people or completing a mission or whatever. But with the 2% morale, it says your health and energy are boosted. So automatically I get more energy, I get more health because of the morale boost. I just ran into it. This is a dead end. This is seriously a dead end. So then where is the... Ugh. Another reason why I hate the Catacombs. I'm missing an exit somewhere, because I know there's a place in the wall where you're supposed to, like, go through. But right now I'm totally missing that area in the wall. But what I was saying was when I was first playing through the Catacombs, my friend actually showed me an area. Where he would glitch it. Like, he wouldn't really glitch it, but the game itself would glitch, so he was, like, basically unhittable, but he could hit everything else through the wall. And he thought he was so smart for that, and he probably was. But he was, like, one of those people that went into the Catacombs for fun, and me, I tried to stay away from this place as much as possible. Well, damn it. Okay, so I'm lost. Ugh. You... Okay, so whenever I come up here, we're gonna have to go up these staircases, which I didn't want to do. Okay, so the mini-map is really good because unlike this blunt map or whatever, it gives you like a better layout or a better detail of what's going on. But I didn't want to take this route because I could have sworn there was a dead end here. Okay, no. Well, it looked like it sloped too deep for me to walk on, because remember, you do have a lot of the invisible walls here. Plus, if you look at this area, it looks like it's basically untreadable. And so that's probably why I missed it, but now I have to go against stupid spiders. But now that I know where I'm going, it's not a big deal. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. Get a spider leg. Usually things that you can trade are usually more reliable as far as, like, selling than anything else. Plus, if you can get a lot of them, you can make, like, a good amount of money. A spider web. Shit. All it gives you is glittering dust. Shit. Hate this, you guys. Fuck. I'm gonna get rid of this, because that just gives me a chitin fragment. I want this. I know I'm being really stupid, and I'm letting my fire imp, like, do all the work, but at the same time, it's like, I can't help it. Like, these are good items, and, like, I know I need to salvage them, because I know that glittering dust is essential for most, necromancers and whatnot, and I know this from experience, so it's one of those things where it's like, I know better. Okay, so here's where we were before. If you watched the Catacomb run with my monk, you already know. And up here is Oberon, and then there's this big circle of freaking death. And these guys are going to enter our range of attack, so they're going to attack us because they're cadavers. Life Savant. Blood Renewal. Go ahead and kill him so I can summon a dead minion. No. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do the corpse of whatever. I wanted to target the corpse of the whatever, but he's almost dead. Okay. Okay, so see, we have the Accursed Path, and then we have Charr in the Catacombs. So, Charr in the Catacombs. You come here seeking the Charr. You were wise to seek out Oberan, for no creature, be living or dead, moves through here without my knowledge. This Charr that you seek comes often to the underground, but he does not make his lair here. The spirits of this place would not tolerate him should he seek to take up residence. If you require proof of his existence, take this. It's a token he left behind during one of his encounters with the denizens of this place. Now then, leave me to my studies. Return to the world of the light. So Oberan is a really creepy dude. He has the blank eyes and whatnot, and I don't know. And later on, he plays a crucial role in Post-Searing. I think I already told you what happened, but I'm not going to spoil it again. He does have a quest for us. Now that we've completed Charr in the Catacombs, we're going to go ahead and do the Accursed Path. Working here in the Catacombs protects me from the prying eyes of the living, but my necromantic experiments have begun to attract the attention of creatures from beyond the Pale. I'd like to continue my work without interruption by these infernal beasts. If you go south and eliminate the crypt fiends that have been bothering me, I will share with you a few of my most essential curses. Then you too will see that the true power in the necromancer art lies not merely in the manipulation of the dead. Consider it a bargain. So now he's going to give us spells. Soul Barbs. Deals 15 damage when an enchantment or hex is cast on a foe. I'm going to equip it later because I don't want it. And then he gives us Faint Hardness. Target foe attacks 50% slower and has -0 health degeneration. So that doesn't really do anything. I mean, obviously this health degeneration will go up as we put more into curses. Oh shit. So here's one of the Crypt Fiends. And we've killed one. I didn't know that they came after you. Oh, they do. Okay, so they just chase after you. Anyway, so I'm not into curses because, again, that's something that takes strategy. I'm not into strategy. I never have been. And there's another one. Oh, they're just coming out of the walls. Guys, I haven't played a Necromancer in such a long time that I don't remember this shit. I really don't. Okay, and so that one died. And now we have the other one. But yeah, I think the goal is that Oberan can't die or whatever. It's just one of those typical quests. Because notice how it goes after my freaking Fire Imp before it goes after me, and it's trying to get to Oberan, so I don't know how many of these we actually have to kill. Ah, well that was it. Okay, so again, pretty simple quest, not anything big, nothing serious. He'll give us 500 experience, which is good. We're dropping a lot of stuff, which makes me very, very sad, but again, inventory's full. Can't really do anything about it. Hey, you said we're done. Okay, excellent. I shall be glad to be rid of those fiends. You show promise in the art of necromancy. Thanks. Okay, so we got our curses. And now, last but not least for this episode, we need to do the Power of Blood. And then we'll finish off by going and finishing off the Charr quest. Like, this is probably going to be a pretty short video. I'm not really sure. I haven't been keeping track of the time. All I know is that these videos are going to be pretty random as far as time goes because I just want to do quests in groups. And then I want to make a long episode for people doing groups and etc. I wish I could get my best friend to get on, because then we would just play and do the grouping thing together, but the only problem with that is that, I think all of her pre-searing characters are too low of a level, so they could easily get me, the Resurrection Stone, which I want to show you, just how you adventure with an ally, but at the same time, so while she could, get me that, as far as going across the wall and completing the Charr, let me start over. But as far as going across the wall and doing that quest is actually very difficult because there's a lot of Charr there. And they're actually pretty high level, and you have oak hearts too, so... Okay, so I think I have to go in this little crevice thing right here to get to the place where I need to be. Because freaking the girl that we have to go after, or the girl that we're doing this quest for, her former apprentice has gone rogue. They're hidden pretty deep in the catacombs, and they're hidden more towards the beginning. Who leveled up? Teemo leveled up. Good job, Teemo. I basically attacked that for no good reason. Okay. Oh well, I got 2 bones out of it. So we're gonna try and go this way. Yeah, okay, so this is where we have to go, and we're all right here. So again, whenever you're doing the bigger quests and you're not sure where to go, or something like that, always make sure that you are looking at your mini-map, because the mini-map will come in handy. It really will. I cannot, stress that enough. But yeah, basically that place where we first took care of the Crypt Fiend from Mune, if you go the opposite direction towards the temple where I think all those gargoyles were, I think that's where her apprentices are hanging out. So we have to, take the long road to get there, unfortunately. So for all the places I did not show you in my catacomb run, this is basically taking over and showing you those things. Okay, so this is really cool. This is taking us to the gargoyle section of the catacombs. Oh no, Kasha has sent someone to punish us. And he's running away. Normally there would be gargoyles all over this place, but look at this. Okay, these are dragon bones, and you can see a dragon skull in there, and this, that, and the other thing. And I think this is really cool that this is here, because Guild Wars 2, the whole story revolves around dragons that were revived and shit. And I honestly think this is one of them. And I think it's really cool that they kind of pieced that together and left small hints like that in this universe. And I don't know. I always thought it was really, really cool. I remember playing Guild Wars and seeing that for the first time and hoping to God that there was some boss or something that later jumped out of the catacombs or whatever and was a dragon. Okay. So here's where the Blood Fanatics are. Let's go kick their ass. Okay. They're running to meet me, so... Blood Fanatic. So obviously these are real people. They're not actual, skeletons or anything. They're just, like I said, basically occultists gone rogue. Go on. Well, I guess these are actually skeletons. Well, that's odd. Okay, so I might have been mistaken. I remember playing this, and I remember that these, the Blood Fanatics were actually supposed to be, real people. And I thought at one time they were actually real people, but now they've been replaced with skeletons. I don't know if this was just me thinking that they were people, or maybe I got the wrong quest, but I could have sworn that they were actually real people. Okay. Well, we've completed this quest, so now there's only 2 things that we can do. We have to go to Green Hills County to talk to Kasha, but the thing is if we go to the Baradin Estate, we are still way too far from her, and we're better off, literally just walking from Ascalon to Green Hills County. And since we have to go to Ascalon anyways, we're going to go ahead and do that for the Charr, so we can talk to Rurik, and he can give us the experience, but we're going to sell some shit first. So today's the 14th, and we're actually getting into where I'm at, it's now the 16th, the 15th, blah, blah, blah. It's now the 15th, so in about 3 days, it will actually be, in 3 days, Halloween will be in Guild Wars. And the cool thing about Halloween is that everything changes, all the cities change, there's special events going on, so I always look forward to it. Okay, salvage you, and salvage you. I want the ironing gods, really. And I'm gonna salvage you, and you, and I'll go ahead and salvage you. And for my last one, I'll go ahead and salvage one of you. And just get more bones. Because how many bones do I have now? 35? Yeah. And then I'll just go ahead and take you and salvage only 10 of you. Sorry, I know the salvaging is boring and whatnot, but whenever I get into post-searing, you'll see why you really want to gather as many materials as you can. Like, I understand that having gold is really important too. But the thing is I can earn gold before I go to pre-searing. So sell you for 3. So yeah, so I can actually just earn gold before I go to post-searing. I think I will do something where I just go in the catacombs, earn a bunch of crap, and then just end up selling everything before I go, so that I have some gold. I think I'm actually done salvaging unless I know it can give me like iron ingots or something, because I do have 2 warriors on this account, which means I desperately need iron ingots at all costs. But you'll see why I salvage so much, and you'll see why it's so important come post-searing, because in pre-searing it's not really important. This is proof enough. You have served Ascalon well this day. I will immobilize the troops and search for this beast. Okay, so basically we told him, hey, yes, there's a Charr here, here's the proof. It got rid of the tooth in our inventory, thank God. And now we have to go to Kasha, which means we have to go outside of Ascalon. So like I said, I mean, this is, pre-searing is actually a really good place to be. You have people that are level 20 and they never leave pre-searing, because pre-searing is just a great place to basically just hang out with your friends, be pretty laid back. And the thing is they do competitions all the time. What is grind and what is the daily? Dailies cheat or kill Charr stack. Okay, so basically every day, like in pre-searing, they have some new challenge, and like one day it'll be collecting red iris flowers, the other day it'll be collecting like Charr totems, or how many Charrs can you kill, or something like that. And so basically you go out, you collect all these items, you spend all day just collecting these items, doing whatever, and then in the end, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, you see who got the most, and it's just friendly competition, really. And then, of course, you have new people that are still trying Guild Wars for the first time, all the time, and people that do the free trial just because they want to go back to pre-searing and just kind of get back into the groove of Guild Wars. And, you know, so you have people who are wanting to buy red iris flowers for their final armor, or for their final headpiece here, or you have people that are wanting to do this, that, or the other thing. I still have not looked up where the chess piece is for this person, for him, and is bothering me because I don't know who has it or where to get it from. My luck, it'll be an unnatural seed somewhere in Wizard's Folly. Also, I know I still have a ranger quest to do in Wizard's Folly, and like I said, my final episode in pre-searing, which all we have now is we have the Path to Glory, which is the ending. We finished this one, so all we'll have after this is Across the Wall, Adventure with an Ally, and any of the ranger quests. Like, I could check, shit, what happened? I could check and see how long I've been recording, and I could make an extra long video where I do this last quest, or do a quest with the ranger, whatnot, but like I said, I'm not sure how I want to do it. I'm really not. Because I want to show you all the quests I can and give you a feel for pre-searing, because pre-searing is probably one of the best tutorials I've ever had in a game. But at the same time, like, it just takes so much out of my computer to do these videos, even if it seems like they're only for like a short amount of time. Like right now, I've been recording for, how long? I've been recording for about 28 minutes, so about 30 minutes, which is about normal. Excellent. The Blood Fanatics got what they deserved. And that's all the quest for her. So, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead. Why the fuck not? So I'm gonna go ahead and go to Foible's Fair. And I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and show you the ranger quests. Why not? Now, note that there are a lot of hidden quests in pre-searing. Like, there's one where you have to kill a bear, like, in a certain amount of time, and yada yada yada. So, like, there are a lot of hidden quests that aren't really quests in themselves. Like I said, getting the warthogs into the pin in Ashford Abbey and all that, like, those are actual quests. They're just not given as quests. You kind of gotta do them by accident. So, I need to find that chess piece. Okay, so basically there's a quest that's all the way over here in this direction, in east ways. And basically it's literally just a quest where a guy wants you to go and kill a bunch of things so he can study them. And the thing is like, you unlock this quest through, like, the Hunter's Horn or whatever? Oh, you're right, we didn't go to Ashford and get the Hunter's Horn. Shit. Okay. So basically, oh, I teleported. We right now are missing a quest, and we are missing the quest called the Hunter's Horn. And so I think what I'm going to do is this. I am going to cut this episode short right here, now that I remembered that I have to get the Hunter's Horn quest. I am going to go get that Hunter's Horn quest, and then I'll be back in another episode. So I apologize that I'm kind of cutting this off really early when I said I was going to go do the quest, but I've decided that it's better to just make this a normal length episode, and then make a short length episode before I go into what is going to be a cut episode and then a final long episode. So anyways, this has been Samutari playing Guild Wars Part 9. We only have about 3 more parts left, you guys, before we are done with Pre-Searing and we are on to the main game where shit finally gets real. Anyways, go ahead and hit like if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more. I always post more anyways, but a like is always appreciated. Go ahead and hit subscribe if you feel like seeing when I get new videos up. Connect with me online so you can keep up with all my shenanigans, and since we are heading into post-searing soon, let me know what you want to see while I'm still in pre-searing. Let me know of any hidden quests that you know that you want me to try. We can also test out some rumors that maybe you heard, and that's always fun too. And last but not least, have a nice day, everybody, and I will see you in the next episode and be talking to you soon. Alright, ciao, you guys.